Hi everyone. Okay, my name is Elujoke and I am your host on the show The Best of Us. Thanks for coming. Thank you for taking your time to subscribe to this channel. Alright, remember the program is The Best of Us where youth come together, couple to being youth come together to discover the best of them, to actualize their dreams, to talk on character build up, attitude build up, self-value, self-confidence. This is why we come together to bring out the part of us that is undiscovered. I mean the standardized version of us, to bring out the best in us, to get a greater us. And we're taking off today, and I am so excited. Yeah, we're taking off today on a program. On the program The Best of Us, and our topic for today is tackling ignorance. Yes, I said that we should start from this area because it is going to be very hard, to be a fruitless effort on our own side if we are going to start this program the normal way it's supposed to start, going into the actual stuff without us first of all admitting that we have to learn, without us admitting that there are some things we don't know, without us trying to admit our ignorance. So today we are going to be tackling ignorance. Now, what is ignorance? Wikipedia defines ignorance as lack of knowledge, lack of information. Somebody that is ignorant, an adjective, shows that such a person is unaware of a vital information or important fact. Now, there's a particular saying that is so out of line. People usually say ignorance is bliss. Or if you're from this part of the country, you hear people say what you don't know cannot kill you. To be candid, there is nothing blissful about ignorance. Exactly that particular thing you refuse to know can lead you to your grave, can lead your glory to its early grave. So it's very dangerous to be ignorant. Ignorance on its own, it's destructive. Somebody says the wise saying that if you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Education can cost you your money. Sure, it costs you effort and a bit of time, but ignorance can cost you your future. It can cost you your purpose. It can eventually, consequentially, cost you your life. Robert Graff said, if knowledge is power, then ignorance can leave you powerless. It can leave you without anything. If knowledge is power, then what do you think ignorance will be? The Bible says, get wisdom, right? It said, in all thy getting, get understanding. When you have wisdom and you don't have understanding, that is when we have unbalanced knowledge. And total ignorance actually is better than unbalanced knowledge. It is very important. It is very important that we seek knowledge. The Bible says, my people perish because they lack wisdom. God's own people. Not to talk of people that don't even know God. So it only shows the gravity, the weight of ignorance in the life of a man. So we are going to start on this topic today because I am very sure we're starting with this topic because I am very sure that on this journey of self-discovery, an ignorant man has a zero chance of discovering purpose, of discovering self. Zero chance. Such a person cannot go far in life. That is so definite. That is so sure. You can only go far in life when you are informed, when you admit that you have to learn, when you seek knowledge at all costs. I'm going to be using an illustration on this program today. Have you ever been to a gold mine where the mine goes? That's the illustration I'm going to be using for you today. Imagine going to a gold mine with a blindfold on. You want to see gold. You know how so deep, beneath the ground gold is the actual raw gold. I've been to one before, I've been to a mine before, and on that mine, when we are going for that gold, we always have to, they try to use somebody to guide us. Went on a field trip then. They've dug so much holes in that place that when our guide, wherever he step his foot on, we must make sure that we are following the footstep of the person ahead of us. We must make sure. Now imagine we have blindfold on. We will fall. That's number one. That's the number one lesson from it. If you are going with a blindfold, that means you are ignorant. That's just like somebody that is going to set for, instead of this wisdom, what we are going out to say, the best of us, and we are going being ignorant. Number one, such a person will fall. Number two, if you refuse to follow those that have gone ahead of you, to stay on your own, to just go on your own path, you will fail. And consequently, you might eventually die in the process. It will cost you psychological pain, emotional pain, physical pain, troubles, trauma. You will go through a lot. And eventually, you might not find the gold. So ignorance is very, very dangerous. One man said, ignorance is not innocence. Ignorance is sin. Yeah, ignorance is sin. The moment you refuse to discover God's deposited virtue in you, you refuse to discover you're wasting his resources, what he has invested in you to be a blessing to your generation. You refuse to stand up to it and use it. You are complacent. You are so okay with your level. You are saying, I'm taking life by the day. Anything comes, will go. No purpose, no vision, no dreams. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just live life. I can't come and go and kill myself, right? Nobody is dying. How many persons have you seen that said they died because they were trying to discover their purpose? They were trying to walk in alignment. How many dead persons have you seen? But you've seen people that they died because they are ignorant. You see political thugs that they killed out there, even on the road, because they are ignorant. They don't know what they carry, and they resorted to being political thugs. You've seen ladies that they've used for rituals, money rituals, ladies that they've killed in nightclubs. They always die of ignorance because they don't know what they carry. They don't seek knowledge. That is the only thing that kills people. You don't die because you are trying to discover purpose. You don't die because you are trying to make the best out of your life. You don't die because you are hardworking. You die when you fail to realize who you are. If you are not dying physically, you are dying spiritually, you are dying emotionally. Everything about you is dying. So I'm going to advise us today. This is how we are going to go about it. First of all, admit to yourself. Admit to yourself, I need to be informed. I know there's a question that will be lurking somewhere, in your mind right now. That's, how do I know I am ignorant? And how do I tackle ignorance? At a point in my life, when I got to that junction, I realized that I can't actually know I'm ignorant, because if I know I am ignorant, then I won't be ignorant. I will have gone out to maybe get knowledge on those parts of my life. But I discovered I was ignorant at some point of my life because I came across with knowledge. So an ignorant man can only admit its ignorance when it comes across with constant confirmed knowledge. Regularly, come across knowledge regularly. That is when you discover that thing you are holding on to, that life you are living, actually it's not the right one. So when you come across constant knowledge, that is when you can know that you are ignorant. That is when you can admit your ignorance and work on it, and work to make better out of your life. Have you ever heard somebody say something like, if I had known, I wouldn't have, married somebody like this. If I had known what I know now 5 years ago, I wouldn't have made the decision I made. If I had known now, I wouldn't have studied the course I studied. They only got to know because they eventually came across knowledge. Not because they realized at that time, that, No, they came across knowledge. They realized that, how could they have been that ignorant? But we're not going to wait until we make mistake before we discover that before we admit that we have been ignorant. We are not going to wait until that time. We are not going to wait until we miss it before we realize that we shouldn't have, gone on the path we tried. We shouldn't have made decisions that we made. We are not going to wait. We are going to seek knowledge. The more you know, the more you grow. The more you know, the more you grow. So I'm going to advise us today. Write down all areas of your life. Write them down. Make sure Just like I used the decision of the gold mine, that you are following people that have gone ahead of you. I made a decision 2 months ago. I search people, either they are related to my career or they are not related. I searched out people that have gone ahead, that are making impact in our current world, and I decided to follow them. Some of them are not even spiritual, but I want to know what it is about them that made them so successful. Why? Why do they have to be that successful? And some persons are in penury here, not even knowing what they are doing in the world, just here, and if death comes today, okay, let's go. Nothing, no purpose, no vision. I decided to follow them. Celebrities, stars, just name it. I follow them. I want to know who they are. Business tycoons, Bukawashi, and the likes. I follow them. Not because I want to go into finance. No. There must be something about them. And the more I study, the more I read what they write, the more I read what they do, the more I learn that, okay, so this is how it should work. And then gradually, I was gaining knowledge, and I was realizing my ignorance. It is only ignorance that will make you, as a lady, go out there, embarrassing yourself, wasting away because of change, iPhones, not knowing that, oh my God, you are a jewel. You should be a blessing to people, not trying to collect from people, not trying to, exchange your values, your virtues for nothingness. It is only ignorance that will make somebody go into a relationship you are not emotionally prepared for, that you are not even informed about. You are staying in the job you are doing now because you feel if you leave that job, there might not be anything for you to do. You have a dream, but you can't take that step because you feel, I can't fit in. It will take a lot. Let me just stay where I am, JJ. No, that's not the way. The way out is that you seek knowledge. I can't tell you today that you are ignorant in your finances, in your career, in your future, in your relationship with people. I can't say you are ignorant about all those things, about life in general. I can't tell you that, but you will know the day you come across with knowledge, and you shouldn't sit down until you come across with knowledge. Seek it out. If knowledge is not coming to you, seek the knowledge. That is when we can take off on this journey. Stop all this, who this one help, who Bill Gates help, who Ibukan Washika help, who Nigeria help, who anything help, and you are just there, not progressing, not doing anything, not bothering yourself. Be informed. Read anything readable. Value relationship. Do not despise friendship. Value people. Listen to learn. Do not listen to criticize. Seek knowledge. Follow people. Remove the blindfold. Go online. Check the internet. That thing you love to do, even if you are not doing it right now. Learn anything about it. That is when we can take off on this journey of discovering the best of us. And on our next program, we are going to be talking about a very, very important, aspect of this journey. It's still very, very related to what we're talking about today, because we have to start from here. We really have to start from here. We must learn. We must be informed. And that is the only way out. So do what to subscribe to this channel. Leave your comments, and I'm going to make sure I reply to every one of it. Relate with us how you've been ignorant and God has helped you at this point, to encounter knowledge. Tell us what you think youth are doing right now that is only in their ignorance they are doing it. Tell us what you think they are doing, and tell us how you've been able to overcome it. I am willing to learn from you. You can learn from me. That is when we progress. Remember, it's greater us, and this program is the best of us. I love you. Have a nice day. Bye.